Nappy Vlogs, day 149, and today we are reviewing Child's Play.
Movie review time with Mike and Kiki. Movie review time with Mike and Kiki. The movie review time with Mike and Kiki.
We just got back from the movies, saw Child's Play. The thesis is, she likes real horror, I love campy horror. By the way, if you haven't liked and subscribed to Nappy Music videos yet, what are you waiting for? Pow, 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 pow. Okay, so, first, we thought we'd bring you back in time to all the Chuckies. I had to write some notes to make sure I remembered them all. Chucky goes all the way back to 1988. Child's Play, the very first
1988 when you were 2.
I was 2. Thanks
Yeah.
for calling me out. I was 2.
You were a 2-year-old babe.
I was a 2-year-old babe. Aunt Maggie, she was the matriarch in that movie. So then there was Child's Play 2, 1990. I wasn't really a fan of that one. I think I only saw it once. The one that really stuck to me, 1991, Child's Play 3. I think his name was Andy. By the way, this is Mike and Kiki movie reviews
With Mike and Kiki.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
We'll give you as many facts as we can. They may not all be facts, like Snapple lids. So
Factoids.
Factoids. Factolas.
Factoids is like something that might be right, might be wrong.
Yeah.
We got it. We'll do our best.
Oh yeah. Child's Play 3, 1991. Military School 1. Andy goes to military school. That's the one I remember the most. Does this look like a gun, Barkley? So that was Child's Play 3. Child's Play 4, 1998. It was actually called The Bride of Chucky. And by the way, I can't believe we're reviewing Chucky movies right now.
Isn't that Jennifer Jason Leigh though? In the 4th one?
You're asking me too many details here. This is the Child's Play review, not a Child's Play review.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I honestly don't know. We should know, but that's
think
what.
so.
This
I
is
think-
the
I
Child's
think-
Play
I think
2019
she
review.
I think she joined in the later ones.
Okay.
Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
2004.
What a queen.
2004.
Yeah.
The Seed of Chucky. Chucky got his dick wet and had a baby.
Is that what happened? I never saw them.
Seed of Chucky, 2004.
Okay.
2013, they waited 9 more years, and they had The Curse of Chucky in 2013. And then in 2017, they had The Cult of Chucky. He's going to kill you, everyone around you, and then he's going to kill me too. That was 2017. The Cult of Chucky. And
Mike
then,
has seen all of these.
Most
I
of them.
guess.
I
I think most of them.
I haven't
I
seen all
haven't
of them.
seen none of them. So I went in green for this one.
so, spoiler alert, by the way, we're just going
Okay.
to talk about this movie.
Mike
So,
Kick.
then Child's Play 2019.
Yeah.
The one we just saw in the theater today came out this past weekend.
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza, you're one of my favorites.
What a gem.
One of my faves.
What a beauty.
By the way, this is a 31-year franchise. Imagine in
I
probably
know.
86, they're like, all right, I got an idea. A doll, okay? He's smart. Okay, Pinocchio. He kills people, okay? 31 years later, they're still making that movie. Child's
I know,
Play
yeah.
now is like, well, as you were bringing up, Emma McKinley, the It comparisons, but even in addition to the It
It
comparisons,
comparisons. Stand by Me
cast.
comparisons. Comparisons.
yeah,
Stranger Things comparisons.
yeah, and we'll get into all of them.
E.T.
Yeah,
Big time.
that's why I love Campy. Pays homage
Yeah.
to all the great
Yeah.
films of the past.
Yeah.
But the other extra comparison just about the movie itself is that this 2019 Child's Play is basically a reinterpretation of the original in modern times.
Yeah.
Kind of like how It just came back and it's the same story but modern.
Yeah, I wish I had seen the original Child's Play. And maybe I have, but I don't remember it.
You were
so,
2.
Yeah, so like it didn't resonate with me as like a comparison. But as a standalone film, as a campy, very funny, like horror, comedy, dichotomy, I thought that they did a very excellent job.
Yes.
Yeah.
So instead of
so
instead of like
the original movie though.
instead of like the soul of an evil person getting sucked into a Chucky, they did artificial intelligence, which was brilliant.
That's right. That was how the original one went down. It was like
A soul.
a serial killer.
Yeah.
A serial killer got sucked into the body of
I forget how he got
doll.
sucked in. This is why it's Mike and Keki's Reviews.
With Mike and Kiki.
Yeah,
We're reviewing
but-
2019 right
Oh,
now.
but you're right though. It got sucked.
McKinley brought that up too.
Yeah, a serial killer got sucked into the body of this doll,
Yeah.
and he got bad. In this one, it was in Vietnam, and it was in the actual like doll factory. And he
Well,
was
hold
like,
on.
"You're
Let's
about
make
to
sure.
get fired."
In this one, you mean the 2019 one in present time Vietnam? I thought you meant the war for a second.
No,
modern time.
No, in
Workers
2019
getting underpaid, making the Child's Play doll in this new movie, Child's Play 2019.
In 2019,
Yeah.
there was a worker that was working in Vietnam, and he was getting fired that day, and they were like, "You're daydreaming, you're doing a bullshit job, you're out of here, you're out of here,
And
finish
that's
your
where-
last doll and get
that's where
out
it
of here."
taps into-
And he took the doll and he was like, "Violence,
Yeah.
take it out, like impetuance, like take it out, like
Yeah.
whatever, take it out." Like,
That's
he
where it
was,
tapped
like-
into the
he was,
biblical
like,
references.
messed up. Yeah.
Because he
just-
basically gave
Yeah, you're right.
he basically gave the artificial intelligence free will, and it
Yeah.
also I'm verse picking now, so I'm not saying this is what the Bible represents, but like the line in the Bible, "I am a vengeful God," like, you know, fear me. Like, that was totally tapping into those themes. This guy's
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna make a monster.
And he took all of the
Free will sounds like it would be great, but at the same time, it is setting you up to fucking be a madman.
Yeah, he took all the.
So this is the creation of this
what's
single
that word though?
Chucky doll that in 2019.
Yeah,
He took all of his inhibitions away. He took.
ambitions.
Yeah.
I guess that's right.
He gave him
Yeah.
free will. Where like there was
Free
like a
will,
Furby.
but
All the
also he
all the
took away-
Chuckies that were getting manufactured were like
Yeah.
Furbies. They had restrictions. This guy was going to get fired, and there was just underpaid workers in a third world country like
Yeah,
making these things, and this guy's like, "Fuck my boss! I'm making an evil motherfucking Chucky."
yeah.
Sure enough, it ends up in Aubrey Plaza's son's hands.
Somehow, yeah.
And it was so campy. The foreshadowing was so blatant and obvious, but I loved every second of it. That director, like,
Yeah.
really knew, like, had confidence in the, like, overdone visuals of the movie. Like, you saw a cat walking by, and you knew, like, oh, that cat is going to be
That
fucked
cat's
up.
gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, and he did.
Instantly, you knew that cat was gonna get fucked up.
And Chucky choked the shit out
Yeah.
of it, and then he chopped the
Chucky
shit out of
choked
it.
it, and then like
Chopped it up.
chopped it up, and then like not only did he chop it up, but like he hid the evidence, and then like 2 or 3 days
Andy
later,
hid the evidence. Andy hid the evidence.
the body.
Yeah, the boy. He
cat?
put it in a box and put it in the garbage disposal. And then Chucky, that evil fuck, he
Put
fucking
the collar on the fucking thing, right?
he blackmailed Andy
Oh.
and set him up and put the collar on his mom's doorknob. So she was like, well, the cat couldn't have run away because why is his collar hanging here? Chucky did it. Yeah, right. He's like, Mom, believe me. Chucky did it. She's like, no. Spoiler alert, Chucky has her hanging from a noose. But Andy saved her.
Yeah.
It was a really campy movie. Another good part, because this is spoiler alert Child's Play. Let's talk about
Yeah.
it
I
all. The evil
my
mom's boyfriend. Oh, go
my,
ahead.
my kind of takeaway for the movie too about like the campiness and like the all like being like really big and over the top, all of that was her getting hung from a noose, and then him having the hedge trimmer, and then the hedge trimmer gets like smashed down to the bottom, so he doesn't have the hedge trimmer, he has the knife, so he's like knife on the rope trying to like save his mom, and he finally like saves his mom, and she falls and like somehow doesn't break any ankles or any fucking leg bones or anything. She's fine.
She was in the stretcher under a huge bath towel, though.
Under, yeah,
A dish towel.
a bath towel that looked like a dish towel.
The hospital blanket she had at the end, Casey was like,
It looked
that's
like
a
a big
dish towel.
dish towel. Yeah, it looked like the like
Looked like a linen
dish towel that you would use at
to wipe the
any-
counter.
Yeah, you would wipe the counter at any retirement home that you worked at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so, backtrack, Andy, more of the comparison. So, Casey and McKinley brought up how it's related to it, because even just of the casting based on race and intellect of the character.
It.
A black kid, a couple white kids, a girl, and like each white kid had. We're just going based on cast here. I'm not trying to focus on race beyond the comparisons.
No,
so,
this was 80s Supreme. I don't know where the
a
camera
tough
is,
kid that goes soft under
Supreme.
Pressure.
This was
a soft kid that gets tough under pressure.
This was a chubby kid that pulls out the best of himself and saves the day. This was a girl that's tough as fucking nails. This is a black boy that comes out of the fucking nowhere. And this is a fucking, like, pissant, like, white boy that just kind of, like, saves the day in some semblance of the way. That's like the quintessential foursome of the 80s.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
In the 80s, there was a group of misfits all the time. All those misfits were always the same. There was a chubby boy, a black boy, a girl, and then like a skinny little white boy. And they did that. And they also referenced E.T. Every time
Chucky had a glowing finger and Andy wore a red hoodie.
What was the little boy's name? Andy. Andy wore the red hoodie, and he wore it higher up on his face every time you saw him. So it started like at the crown of his head, and then it moved up, you know, throughout the movie. E.T. Right? Glowing finger. E.T. for sure.
Yeah.
I think there was a reference to the what is it called? Something Boys.
The Lost Boys?
The Lost Boys. Is that
I'm not familiar enough with that movie. Sorry.
No, is the Lost Boys the one with like the vampire boys? With like,
I haven't seen that in so long. A lot of my friends are big fans of it.
I know, me too.
I don't know it well enough.
I used to be a big fan.
Well, it basically tapped into all of the 80s adventure.
It was just like 80s adventure, like boys being boys sort of situation.
Yeah. And the other cool parts were, because they modernized it, instead of Chucky just being as all-knowing as he could, because he was a wise serial killer soul, he was like Alexa. And and the main system, instead of Amazon, it was Caslin. So everyone had Caslin speakers, everyone had Caslin Bluetooth, Caslin phone. The Uber service in the movie was called Caslin, and it was a car with no driver that was all digitalized. So Chucky tapped into all that and then just fucked shit up. Yeah. He just fucked shit up.
What do you think the thesis of this movie was? Because I have a thesis idea about
it's to keep you aware of
the right. What do you think that the thesis of this movie was?
It's keeping you aware of the new era we're entering with technology, for sure.
Give us a thesis.
You
got it?
Yeah, the thesis is that...
What's the thesis of the movie Child's Play 2019?
Actually, you ready for this?
Yeah.
You're going to be impressed.
Yeah, I know I am.
Really?
I know I am. Yeah. I know how smart you are. Of course I know.
You cannot control the things you create.
All right.
Because it applies to when the Vietnamese man created Chucky.
Yep, you're right.
It applies to the technology we created.
Yeah.
Because it turned against us. And then subcategories of technology: car, phone, computer, speaker.
Yeah.
And then Andy was literally smashing it with a sledgehammer, and he still couldn't control it, even though it was broken.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did the one maintenance man in the apartment that got killed by Chucky, what did he represent by re-resurrecting it? That was the resurrection.
He was like a pervert, though.
Well, yeah, he was a pervert, but of course, because he resurrected.
Like being a pervert, like in a horror movie situation.
I know, but you have to think, like, Chucky was... Andy finally killed Chucky.
He was the person that did wrong by the technology. Like, he was using the technology in the wrong way. There's a right way to use technology that benefits society, that helps
Yeah,
society
I agree.
every step of the way.
But I wonder what he represents.
represented
No, but
the
he also
bad side of-
resurrected. He literally resurrected Chucky. So, like, just trying to think of what that could mean.
No, I think he just...
No, he did. He resurrected
Okay,
him.
but he
That's
represented...
Yeah, you're right.
He represented the bad part
I know.
of technology.
But I'm saying,
And
what did
resurrecting it with secondhand parts that weren't right, that didn't fix anything, you're the bad part of technology.
I agree.
You're
but
the
I'm
part-
thinking,
you're
like,
the
the
part-
resurrection, how does the resurrection apply to, like, literature? Like, obviously, the Bible
sure.
has a huge resurrection theme.
For sure.
But I'm thinking, like,
For sure.
resurrection, like,
He was resurrecting somebody with borrowed parts from stolen means, maybe from bad parts of the world or whatever. Like he was resurrecting something that was broken for a reason. He fixed that broken thing, but that broken thing was evil. He brought that evil back to life through otherworldly means,
it wasn't otherworldly means. He just put a new charger in it.
But you shouldn't have brought back the fucking devil. You
But
brought
he didn't
back
know.
the devil. He brought back the devil.
But you know what it comes down to? That it's still, he can't control the thing he created, but even more so, then that's another theme, like the love for money is the root of all evil. Money isn't the root of all evil, but the love for money, because
And he said that he
wanted
was
to
going to
flip.
sell it on eBay. He
No.
said he was going to fix, refurbish this Buddy doll and sell it on eBay.
So that was the love
So
for
money is the root of all evil.
No, the love
in
for
that
money.
sense.
The love for money is the root of all evil.
What's the difference between the love for money and money?
Because money didn't do anything. It was his love and lust to make money that made him resurrect something so evil.
But what's the difference between money is the root of all evil or the love of money is the root
Because
of all evil?
if you love money, like if you love money more than anything, you'll fucking kill someone. But if you make money and supply your family and love each other, then you don't love money. You're using money.
Yeah, but we're just talking about the difference between
I know,
like,
and I'm explaining
terminology.
Yeah, the love for money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. The love for money. You love making money and you're good at it, but you don't like love money. If you loved money, it would be. I mean, I'm not knocking if it was, but it would be before everything. And he was putting money. All he could think about was money.
But he seemed like a very lonely character. That like
No, but he
like,
was spying
that
on
was,
Aubrey
like, a
Plaza.
joy- that was
Chucky
like a-
tapped into the Wi-Fi and Aubrey
Yeah,
Plaza
but-
was naked and he was staring.
Yeah, but you can be like kind of pervy and you can also have like good intentions.
Well, he obviously didn't. All he could think about was fixing this thing he knew nothing about.
I think in horror movies, especially in very campy horror movies,
Why else would they reference that line?
you get what you deserve with things.
Yeah.
Like the Scream
Everything's
franchise.
characterized.
The Scream franchise, which is my favorite horror movie franchise in the entirety of the entire world. You always get what you deserve. You get what you put out.
Yeah.
In Scream. In the Scream franchise. You know it,
Yeah.
right? Don't you know it well?
Yeah.
Yeah? You put out sex, you get back like
Sex death.
sex death. You put out
Well, same with at the beginning.
I'm a virginal baby. Meh. You get fucking tied up on like a cross or something. Like it's always,
And think, at the very beginning,
Horror
he was
movies.
staring at Aubrey Plaza, imagining. Like, at the first scene was him being creepy, staring at her. And she wouldn't say hello.
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
No, we're talking campy. We're not talking philosophy of what the character might have been. The movie presented him creepy.
He presented him creepy, but he also presented him as maybe like a romantic maybe. Yeah. I didn't think that it was that creepy. You look at a beautiful woman and you admire a beautiful woman, fine. Cool. He didn't touch her, he didn't grab her.
But it was foreshadowed. He was setting up a security camera as he was
weird
doing
about
it.
her. He was setting up security cameras. That was his fucking job.
But it was foreshadowing.
You have to give people some fucking, like...
But she didn't
You
say
know.
hello for a reason. Aubrey didn't say
You
hi.
have to give people
It's
some
a campy movie.
benefit of the doubt.
Nope.
Okay. I just think that sometimes...
Final thoughts.
Sometimes.
Child's Play 2019. Here we go.
No!
Final thoughts. We're at 20 minutes. We're wrapping it up.
Fine.
Final thoughts, Keiki.
Final thought.
1 minute max. Go.
No,
Child's-
you have to ask me a question, and I have to ask you a question.
What are your final thoughts on Child's Play 2019?
Okay, my final thoughts
Minute
on
or less.
Child's Play 2019 was an excellent, very disgusting, bloody bloodbath of a movie. The kind of movie that I want to go out to the movie theater to see because it was super fun, really fun to see. We went like this and closed our eyes and laughed out loud at certain scenes that were supposed to be disgusting, but they were funny because it was like a campy horror movie. And I thought that I would give it a 9 out of 10. Very good. And that little boy that played the young boy, excellent. Can't wait to see him in like very serious roles in the future because I thought he was an excellent actor. You.
Child's Play 2019. 2 thumbs up. Gave me everything I wanted to see. And I know you're, because you gave a 9 out of 10. I gave 2 thumbs up. It's good balance.
That's the same.
2 thumbs up. Everything I expected and more. Made me laugh. Made me want to close my eyes, but I didn't. And
You enjoying the saw scene?
I purposely, I went like this. I put my fingers under my eyes.
That's gross.
Even though the movie theater is
Gross
pitch black,
scenes.
I'm like, the people
Yeah.
behind me will think I'm
Gross
just
scenes.
scratching my eyes right now.
Yeah.
But I kept it open. Yeah, one dude was sawed in half.
They
Oh
were
yeah, we
gross
didn't even talk
scenes.
about how his face was peeled off and then nailed to a watermelon. You got to go see Child's Play 2019. Don't expect an Oscar-winning movie, but do expect a great, well put-together movie with great acting. Shout out Aubrey Plaza, and a good story and very entertaining. You want to be entertained for that, however long that was.
Yeah.
It's worth
Yeah.
it. I stayed awake.
And it wasn't terrifying. Which
No.
was really, like, kind of nice for a lot of movies that you see that are, like, horror movies now
Terrifying.
are so terrifying.
Yeah.
They keep you up at night and they ruin your whole fucking life. This was, like, a fun take on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Child's Play 2019. We recommend you go see it.
Yeah,
Nappy Vlogs
so
Day
fun.
149 with Mike and Keiki.
With Mike and Keiki.
With
Yee.
Nappy and Keiki.
With Mike and Keiki.
And I'm wearing my sweet Andy McCoy hat. He was the guitarist for Iggy Pop and also in Hanoi Rocks. Google it. I toured with him in Finland. Nappy Vlogs Day 149. Thanks for joining me once again with Keiki.
With Mike and Keiki.
Make sure you tippity tap that subscribe button. Hit the little
Tippity-tappity.
hit the little bell so you
Bell.
can get notified
Bing!
because we drop vlogs every single day. We're almost at a half of year and I'm pumped. I can't believe how much I love doing these and the feedback I get. So I love you all. Thank you for all the comments. New music coming soon. I've been fixing my YouTube up. If you start to go back in time, you'll see it's much more organized with much prettier thumbnails. So I made one beat today. Not a lot of music went on today. I live streamed and practiced, and here we are. Saw Child's Play. I would recommend it. Thanks for joining in on Nappy Vlogs Day 149. Signing out.
Movie review time with Mike and Keiki. It's the movie review time with Mike and Keiki. A movie, a review, a Mike and a Keiki. The movie review time with Mike and Keiki. It's the movie review time with Mike and Keiki. Movie review time with Mike and Keiki. The movie review time with Mike and Keiki. Money, bitch, I make the